And we just talked about the science of mating and compatibility. And knowing the kind of person that you want to be with, obviously, is the first step. Now, everybody, I'm sure, saw this clip. It was a viral clip a few weeks ago that had a high impact. And I want to play this clip, and I want to get your comment, and I'm going to ask the question on the other side. So I want y'all to stand by and watch this.
When we talk, and I know that you've said that you cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Iyanla, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it, if he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver. But we think that it's another human being's responsibility to give us what we need instead of us building together.
Where is the line between knowing what you want and not even considering a potential mate because they have a blue-collar lifestyle?
I'll say what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said to us many times. He says, in this society today, women are several degrees above our men. We have the degrees, we have the money, we have the houses, but when you look at where our men are, then now we have to go back and do what the minister has taught us to do, be that woman of God, that supporter, that nurturer, because that bus, she said, well, I want him to own the bus. Well, sister, do you own the company you work for?
Cool.
We don't own the company we work for. So how you expect him to own a bus? You work for Coca-Cola. Are you the vice president? Are you the owner of Coca? Everywhere we work, we're not the owner. So how are you expecting a man to be an owner of something? We are the man's help him meet his goal, his objective, his vision. That's our role as a wife, as a supporter, to be his biggest cheerleader so that he can go to the mountaintop and be what he strives to be. But he needs a woman at his side to support him, to be there for him. But if we have the mindset, well, he got to meet me where I am, that's why we by ourselves and we hugging our diamonds, we driving our Mercedes. There's no one in the seat next to us because you want someone to be made already when we ourselves are not made. Because if our mindset is looking at a man and you're judging him on his finances only, then that's why you got men that sleep around on us. That's why we have men that do all kind of stuff, because I just said 2 wounds. The mind and your physical womb. It's your mind connecting to his mind that builds nations, because y'all 2 minds make God. But if I'm worried about what kind of car you driving, what kind of shirt you wearing, what kind of this, what kind of that, then that's why we're in the condition, because we're, again, we're functioning on that carnal, the money. Well, if you lose the money, what happens? But if you got God at the center, baby, we lost everything, but we can build it back up. Baby, we praying together, we fasting together, we coming together. The money will come, the money will go. But if we have a deeper understanding of our divinity and not carnal, that's why we buy ourselves. Well, I'm judging him. He treats you good. He respects you. He loves you. He will do anything for you. But if you sitting there, well, he can't pay this, he can't pay that. Well, sister, if you get with him, he will be able to, because you are his base. You are his support. If you build a house without concrete on the foundation, how long will that house stand? Woman, you are his concrete. Woman, you are his help meet. But if you're thinking, well, I want him to meet me where I am, wake up.